Right, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Plays with me, Crazy Plays, obviously. What, I don't know, I keep introducing myself. So welcome back to another episode of Manchester United's march back to resent any kind of semblance of competition. That's a lot. I'm not calling the whole episode that, because that's a little bit of a drag, isn't it? But we're back today with the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, which of course is the greatest competition on earth, as we're all very much aware, due to the fact that it's the most important competition this season for us, as it's the only competition Manchester United have never won. So we are going to be the firsts. Your Fergies winning trophies, won multiple trophies, loads of trophies. I mean, Man United already won a lot of trophies before Fergie arrived. One trophy they've never won: Bristol Street Motors Trophy, Pizza Cup, whatever you want to call it. I call it the Pizza Cup because when Argo were in the final a couple of years ago, it was the Papa John's Trophy. So to me, it'll always be the Pizza Cup in my heart. But this is the Bristol Street Motors Cup final against Cambridge. So let's just make me small, fill you in on some action that's happened in the time since you've been away, which has only been 3 games. So it's not too much to sort of follow you in. We'll get this one done, find out how we get on. I'll hopefully, touch wood, win the trophy, and then hope for the best to come. So let's make me small, not muck around. Let's do this. So as you can see, Cambridge United were on the away side with a League 2 squad. They're the League 1 team. Ooh. So they're probably favourites. Nah, you'd think not. You'd think not going into it, wouldn't you? You'd think, being Manchester United, that would probably be the favourites going in. You'd like to hope so. So, yeah, I think I'm confident, put it that way. I'm going in confident, why not? But looking at the schedule since you last was with us, which was the semi-final against Oxford, which was such a tight game. If you haven't watched that one yet, go watch that semi-final. Jeez Louise, it was close. But we went on to beat Newport County after that, 5-0. That's what happened in the last one. Although that was an action-packed semi-final, but way more goals in the next game, which was Newport County. We then got a 3-3 draw away at Grimsby, which Garnacho picked up an injury and is out for the final. So, not very good.
That's rubbish.
But then we picked up a 7-1 win at Walsall, which sets us in good stead going into the final. At least, we picked up a really good win. 6 days later, we take on Cambridge at Wembley, hopefully in front of a packed house. Things are still on the downturn when it comes to finances. We're £18 million we've lost so far this month. We are 7 days in. We're losing £18 million a week, give or take. So
that's rubbish.
The balance is down at 141 million. We are going to go into administration. The league, if you tuned into the last episode, is locked up. Very much locked up. We won it with plenty of games to go. So be looking forward. This is our final, basically. This is the final of the season. I'm grateful our board wasn't happy. We didn't reach later rounds of the Emirates and the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. But for me, I don't want to reach Europe. I don't want to be in Europe and playing in the league. It's just, in these leagues, it's just way too much. So if I could win FA Cup the season we go up from the Championship to the Premier League, that's just perfect, isn't it? Get that first season in Europe, be lovely. But on we crack with the Bristol Street Motors Cup today, which, I'm looking forward to. I will do the usual biz, name us a quick starting 11, be right back, and hopefully we can take this trophy back to Manchester for the first time in its history. Let's do this. So going in, I think I'm going to go Buendia, Dello, Delict, Yoro, Drogu, Gore, Ugarte, Lacey for the injured Garnacho, Mainu, Daliao, and Hoyland up front. I think my pronunciation of Ahmed Diallo is different every time I pronounce it, but Hamed Diallo and Hoyland up front. I think that is the strongest starting 11 that I can possibly field for this season and for next season. So I do really want to just keep hold of this starting 11 for next year, if I can. So let's give this a whirl and let's do this. So here we go. Outstretched arms, pump fist. Fans expect a trophy. Don't let them down, lads. 90,000 here at Wembley. It's a packed house. As the ball's shed up field, Hoyland. Oh, he finds Ahmed. Oh, he should have put us 1-0 up early doors. Dallow with a corner. And Yoro nods it over. But that's an encouraging start with 6 minutes gone. Cambridge swing it in with Gardner. Cousins picks it up and sends it back to Andrew. Cousins again. It's a great little ball over the top. It's a great ball in. It's a penalty. The ref's given a penalty. It's happened again. This is what happened in the semis. Kachunga scores. I don't know what's his name. Kachunga. Elias Kachunga has scored for Cambridge United to put them 1-0 up. That's not good. I'm going to encourage either way, whether we score this or not. Gore, Lacey. Yes. Instant reply this time. Instant reply, unlike the semis where that was... Whoa, took us ages to get back into it, didn't it? Dallow. Lacey turned. Gives it back to him. Gore flicked it inside. Lacey slots it away. Stevens couldn't get across. And that'll bring us right back into it. Another highlight right off the bat though. Bennett. Morrison. And Ugarte does well. I thought that was going to go past the Lick then. But the Lick finds Drogu. Who finds Mainu. Who finds Gore. Lacey. Tried a little dink over the top. But Hoyland couldn't quite stretch and reach it. And Stevens will send it. The Lick won't win the header. Yoru to Gore. Lacey. Delict. Back to Lacey. Oh, lovely little reverse pass to Mainu. Flicked it all the way across. And Ahmad Diallo makes it 2-1 to Manchester United. And that's what we needed. Lacey's little flick round the corner just did enough. Mainu did really well. Drilled the ball across. Hoyland looked like he was pushed, but it doesn't matter as Ahmed was coming in behind him. Yes. Puts us 2-1 up. Ahmed Gore. Lovely quick build-up from Manchester United. Yoro out to Dorgu. Great ball across, and that's a really good save from Stevens. Got down quickly to fend off Ahmad Diallo. Half an hour into it, and the highlights have dried up a little bit, but that's not the end of the world. Now that we've got the lead. Diallo. Mainu. Delict. Dallow, Gore, lovely turn. Unlucky, couldn't find the ball back. Watts will clear. Delict will win the header this time. Ahmad turns on the afterburners. Finds Mainu all the way across to Hoyland, but couldn't quite squeeze it in again. Ahmed and Stevens again makes a great save. This is what happened last in the semis. The goalkeeper just played his heart out. Ahmed, Dallow, Lacey. Nice football from Manchester United on the edge of the box. It's sent long, but I'm pretty sure Gore will pick that up. I think it was Gore. Half time, comes in nicely. 2-1 up. Go and show everybody what we're capable of. Come on, 45 minutes, guys. Stevens, little flick to Andrew. Gives it inside to Morrison, but Hoyland's on it. He pressured him into it. Oh, and he just dragged it wide. I don't think there was much chance of him passing that, was it? He was head down, getting that and going for it. Definitely having the bulk of the chances, bulk of the play. Drogu just couldn't slide a ball through, but Ahmed will pick up the loose ball. Gore skips past one. Oh, and Daniel Gore, so unlucky. That's with half an hour to go. I'll wait for us to get to around 75 minutes before I ring in some changes. Andrew. Yoru. Gore again with the header. Lacey will hold it up. Knock it back to Dallow. Nice football from Manchester United. Dallow will bring it forward. Back inside to Lacey again. Who finds Kobe Mainu. The ball across. This is pushing Mainu forward. He's got a ton of assists. Look at that. 19. His assists are just phenomenal from that position. Lacey's ball was lovely. Mainu held the run, then the cross was great. Outside of the left foot. Hoyland slips it in. I think I'll make the changes early. I think we will go Fredrickson for Yoro, Dallo for Mazawi, Gore for Kone, Obi for Hoyland, Dallau. Oh no, I'm going to go Lacey for Ibrahimov. There we go, a few changes rung in. That's how we will bring it forward. Ibrahimov will find Mainu. Oh, he flicks one through to Obi. Oh, I was hoping he could get one in the final. That would be lovely. Hamad's corner. Swings it. Delict does win it, but gets too much of his big head on it. A little bit too much. 20 minutes of the game to go. And we are looking comfortable at 3-1. Dorgu to Fredrickson. He's played plenty of football this year. Played plenty more next year as well. Delict. Off. Ibrahimov. Mainu. And he's managed to pop one in as well. Get on, Cobby. The man who's just signed a new contract. He was unhappy, he couldn't leave. And then he wanted a new contract. So I offered it straight off the bat. He's got a relegation release clause of 41 million. But I'm not planning on getting relegated any seasons. So Obi couldn't quite bring it under control. Ball across. Lovely little ball. And then Mainu managed to slip it past the man of match, I would say, in Stevens. Although Cobby did deserve a goal here after 2 assists. Manchester United looking to pile it on. Mazawi looked like he dived in with a 2-footed beast there, didn't he? But he picks it up from Delict's header. Fredrickson. Delict. Kone. Mazawi. Sticks on the afterburners. The ball's good. And yes, Chaidu is offside. He's offside. He's bloody offside. Oh, I was just excited when he scores because he's young and I want him to be good. And if Hoyland does go, he's starting next season, isn't he? As it comes in, end of the game, 6 minutes of added time, but there it is. Manchester United add another trophy to their history and to their trophy cabinet for the first time. The Bristol Street Motors Cup. Forget your Champions Leagues, forget your Charity Shields, forget your Premier Leagues. This is the trophy Manchester United were wanting the most. This is the trophy the captain will go down in the history books for. Matthijs de Ligt raises the trophy for Manchester United. There it is, lads. Get it in the history book. Get it in the cabinet's what I say. Get it in the cabinet. You worked hard for this moment. Enjoy it, boys. Yeah, someone did the little cartwheel. Sky confetti falls from nowhere. I wish that happened in real life. You're just walking down the street and sky confetti just started falling. Sky confetti. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. I think we will be back for the last game of the season against Donny Doncaster in 2 games' time. I will whiz on through there. We'll have a big season review. Talk about plans and youngsters who are going to be promoted next season into the squad and players that can, you know, be a backup and do a job for us. Discuss any of the key players that might be being sold and maybe kind of, you know, talk about what's to come next season and what our hopes and dreams are for next season. I'm not going to do a transfer special or anything like that due to the fact that we can't make any transfers. So I think that makes sense, doesn't it? So I look forward to seeing you guys at the Donny game. Doncaster Rovers. And I think we will do that one. So guys, if you've managed to make it this far into the video, you are some of the best people in the world. If you managed to make it this far into the video, you know the biz. Leave a comment, a like, a subscribe. Please, now that we are 1 season away from being able to buy players and things like that, I think it's right about time that you guys can pop some suggestions and some ideas to players who might be good in now for us to buy, who might have like built up a couple of years, maybe good championship players who can move us up into the Premier League, because successive promotions is the aim of the game here. So thank you very much. You know the biz. Comment, like, subscribe, leave your suggestions down below. Much love from me. Peace.